Hello everyone,
Hi.
it's Sandra.
And Dena.
And we're back. We're back in the flesh. We're doing our yearly favorites video. This is our 9th year doing this in a row.
Yeah, it's crazy, but yes, 9 years.
So this means next year we have to have like a 10-year anniversary special.
Do you have to get each other gifts?
We should get each other gifts for our 10-year anniversary.
Yes.
What's the 10-year wedding anniversary present? What's the theme?
Diamonds. In the year, any present.
I don't follow those. Do you follow those?
No.
I think they're cute.
They're very cute. Tin or aluminum? Tin of cookies.
I can get you the tin of cookies with sewing supplies in it as an
I'll get you the one with-
ode to our childhood.
Yes.
All right, so
The
we'll have that to look forward to.
That'll be great.
Did you notice a theme in your beauty consumption this year?
I think just like what you do every year, you use stuff up and you wait to purchase stuff until it's done. I've done the same thing, just more considered. I can't say that for like my clothing shopping, but definitely one area is taken care of.
Have you replaced your makeup shopping with clothing shopping this year more?
I have nice vanity, and then the top drawer is just makeup.
I love that.
And the secondary drawers are for hair and brushes, and that's all I allow myself.
Love that.
A limited place for things.
We were talking about this earlier. For me, it's been less complex eyeshadow looks. I've been really into lip liners this year. More lip liner and just lip liner and a gloss, or lip liner and lip balm. I've been neglecting my lipsticks, especially my traditional like matte lipsticks.
What do you reach for instead? Just if you don't mind me asking.
Lip liner and gloss.
Gloss, that's it.
Or the like lipstick formulas like these, like the Surat.
Oh, those are nice.
That are just like,
yeah, creamy.
that have a little bit of sheen. I don't love a matte lip on me as much anymore. Or there's this I like. Everything is, I need to organize.
I know.
This is matte, but it's like a lip balm.
Oh, that's nice.
So I think
no
there's more
way.
silicone content. So it's just like,
That's the thing I think too. My lips are already dry. I don't need.
my lips are so dry this year.
This is nice.
So I feel like if we can get this formula with the Lisa Aldridge colors,
Yeah.
like
great.
imagine Fawn
That's pretty.
and Muse in
Oh,
this
yeah, that-
formula.
It is smoother. There's more silicone because even now it's just kind of like it's rubbed off, but it's still there.
It feels really moisturizing. But it's still matte.
Oh God, yeah. Well, guess where I'm going tomorrow?
You started my lip liner obsession because you got me on to the Victoria Beckham.
I love
You
that.
got me on to the Armani. Remember that Armani,
12.
rest in peace? I think they
Wait.
discontinued Armani lip liners, the smooth silk lip liners.
It's not even 2024, and I'm already disappointed.
Yeah.
And also, I think I still like the pencil formula to anything else.
Yeah.
That's why I love Victoria Beckham because she took it off of Kevin Aquan because Kevin Aquan has a good one where it was like medium,
Yes.
like light and
Yes.
dark. They're just nice. And it gives you more options. I feel like we can have less lipsticks if you have an appropriate number of kind of
Yes.
lip liners. You can mix and match.
You can manipulate it. You
Yeah.
can make it a little deeper. You can change the undertones if you want to go more cool tone, more
Yeah.
mauve, more brown. Yeah, lip liners I've just been all about lip liners this year.
Yeah, I mean, there are no rules, so you don't have to have like every color and everything. Because let's be real, like you said with eyeshadows, I've been doing the same thing. I only wear the same kind of shadow palettes and sets. I'm really, really quick still, nothing new.
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah, I pop 1 or 2 colors on and that's it.
Yeah.
And the brushes, I think that's where you should really kind of look at your eye shape, look at your brushes, and then figure that out because that'll give you the most bang for your buck. Rephr?
Yes. Love the Rephr. Their eyeshadow brushes are the best.
I
Especially the
just
little
use-
ones.
Yeah.
Where you can get more
nooks and
precision.
crannies. Oh, totally. Sometimes you don't always want to, wipe away. You just want to like add specifically to some places.
Specifically, yeah.
I do like it. But I also love the brushes that you recommended last year in your beauty favorites.
The BK Beauty.
Mhm.
Those are great for liquids. Liquids and creams.
Yeah.
Foundation, cream blush, cream bronzer, cream highlight.
Yeah.
Those have been my go-tos because I think they're synthetic.
Yeah.
So they do really well with creams. And then for natural, I like natural bristles for powders.
Yes.
And then for eyeshadows, Rephr.
Yeah.
Rephr is my favorite. Have you used up any lipsticks this year?
No, I never do. It's so hard.
Isn't that bad? I think for 2024, I want to really be as strict as possible with lip products, especially because they go bad faster
Yeah.
because, you're constantly opening them. This year I focused on foundations.
Yeah.
Like I was strict with the 1 in, 1 out foundations. I
Okay.
think next year it's going to be really paring down my lipsticks. And
That's been concealer for me. I did veer away, and you'll see that as we discuss. But I had like a one in, one out policy. And for mascara, I think also with me, it's been nice to kind of not get so excited about things. So I'm not necessarily like having FOMO over makeup.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, oh, if I get to it, I get to it.
I get in phases. I love that feeling because it reminds me of
the good old days.
Yeah, the early days. It reminds me of being like young and first discovering the online beauty community. So sometimes I get really excited and I love that feeling. It doesn't happen as often, but when it does happen, it happens with products that I end up really loving, and you're going to end up seeing half of them in this video because I end up really, really loving them. It's a good feeling. But a lot of the times I just kind of roll my eyes and I'm just like, oh, here we go again. Yeah. It can get overwhelming.
Yeah, it can. But I think it's been, makeup is fun when it's like indie brands, or like Sandra said, if it's a brand, a tried and true brand that has a really interesting new formula. That's when it gets interesting. Yes. I do want to try Paco Rabanne's.
Yes, I do want to try that.
Oh, okay, cool. I can.
It's an Ulta now. Okay. So if you have, my local Ulta is not great, but if you, I'm sure in Chicago you have access to better Ultas. You for sure.
Because it kind of looks like fun, party, smoky.
Yes. And I'm also really curious about Prada Beauty.
Yeah. Wait. Remember when we were in Toronto that didn't come out? Is it out?
It came out, but I don't think it's in person. In London.
That's right. Sorry, I was in London.
Yeah.
Right. Yep.
I didn't get to see it when I was in London, and you didn't get to see it when you were in London. No. But apparently in London it is, I think in Harrods or Selfridges, you can see it. They have counters. I don't know if they have it at counters in the United States yet, but you can order it online. I hear the foundation's really good.
Was that what you would go for?
I would probably go for the foundation. The eyeshadow quads are, let me show you a picture. They're interesting, but they have like random colors that are really bright in there. I know you are more adventurous than I am when it comes to that stuff.
Yeah, I know. Because remember the Byredo I bought in Dallas?
There's always an interesting pop of color.
I like that design though. I like the logo is present. Oh, that's really pretty.
So it's different. I think
it's a good kind of like heirloom piece, I think. I would totally.
And it's a cool exercise in branding, right? Because Prada's all about the triangle, so they really applied that beautifully in the quads. So yeah, the quads are really cool.
But there's something nostalgic about the design, and also, remember when you were a kid and you had those like fake plastic makeup sets?
Yes.
It just reminds me of that, which I kind of like. It's like nothing came out of it. It's like plastic and you'd put it on, but they're beautiful. Okay, that's beautiful.
That is a very you colorway.
Okay, well, maybe I don't like yellow, but
it's interesting.
I like
it.
I really, really, really like it.
Yeah.
Also, we do this a lot too, is if like I have something, you buy it, or if you buy something, I buy it. And so we both have a lot of similar things.
Yes.
That makes me so happy. That's like the best, whether it's makeup or clothing or...
Yeah, we're going to dig into our favorites.
Yep.
Dena's going to go home to Chicago to all her beautiful products, and we're going to get started and tell you all about what we've been loving.
Yeah, that's great.
All right, so we have our products. We're here. Let's get started with skincare. Tell me about your skincare favorites this year.
Okay, that's just been, I'm going to kind of breeze through them because some of them are just really standard. I'll start with face washing stuff, and that's just the Cetaphil Daily Facial Cleanser. Old Faithful, there are no complaints. It's gentle, it's easy, it's effective, it's dermatologist recommended, who knows. But that's one. I have Embryolisse, the Late Creme Concentrate. I've been using it all year long and I really, really enjoy it. But I saw a creator on TikTok kind of make me aware that there's shea butter in here. And as she's, I guess, an esthetician, and she says that it really clogs the pores. But
have you noticed clogged pores?
Not really, because I like to wash my face with like a bit of a flannel that has a bit of a texture. I have thick skin, so I really have to cleanse properly. No, and I like it. In summer, winter, it's really, really nice.
If you're not noticing congestion, you're probably not sensitive to shea butter. I don't think you're not breaking out as much as you used to. So no. You're
what do
good.
You use then? What are you using now?
I use this, which is one of my favorites, the Dew Air Angel Hydrating Gel Cream. And it's formulated for acne prone skin. It's very lightweight, but it has a lot of glycerin in it, so it's really plumping and hydrating. I haven't felt the need to switch to a heavier moisturizer yet, but we've had a pretty mild winter so far, and I use it consistently, and I really, really like it.
So Marie Veronique, I have the vitamin C, E, and Ferulic serum. And then Christina Hawley and Marie Veronique is the Barrier Restore serum. So I use this and then this. But I totally spray my face down with MAC Fix Plus first. My skin's been okay. I haven't really had any complaints. I'm still continuing with my microneedling, and it's good. No complaints.
The one active serum that I discovered this year that has been a really big game changer for me for pigmentation has been the Mother Science Molecular Hero Serum. And I really love the texture of it. It plays really nicely with the rest of my skincare. I use this in the morning instead of a traditional vitamin C serum. I use 2 pumps, but just in the morning, and I really like it. It's been, I mean, there are a lot of really good antioxidant serums on the market, a lot of really good pigmentation serums, but what I like about this one the most is the texture. It just has a really, it's like a lightweight gel texture. It sinks in nicely. It's not sticky. It's not heavy. It doesn't have any fragrance to it. I love the packaging. I kind of love everything about it, and I saw results a lot quicker with this product. And then this sunscreen is really great too. This is the Madagascar Centella Hyalusica Water Fit Sun Serum, SPF 50. This is great. This has been my most repurchased sunscreen this year. Even Michael loves it. He actually asks for it in the summer. And you know, when your husband is asking for a skincare product, then especially if it's sunscreen, I'm just like,
it's a miracle.
Hallelujah. So it's great. It just feels like a lightweight lotion. It's under $20. You get it from Amazon. It's super, super lightweight. In the summertime, this kind of acts like a moisturizer for me too. It's hydrating enough by itself that I don't really need to use a moisturizer underneath. What about makeup? Do you have any makeup favorites? Let's go.
Yes.
Let's do complexion first.
Oh, perfect. Okay, I do. I got this from you last year, the NARS Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturizer. It's great, and I have it in the Terre Neuve Light Zero. It's wonderful. I use it every day. I have it on now. It's just the right amount of coverage. It's not too heavy. It blends really well. The next one is the Surat. Again, I got this from Sandra. She's my Santa Claus. The Artistique Liquid Blush in Barber Papa, and it's like a bright pink. I don't use the applicator. I just kind of scoop it on my hand. You can't really tell. There's that. I have that on today. I layered that with the Dior Rosy Glow in 15 Cherry. It's really pretty. And then the other one is Surat's Peau de Pêche Artistique Blush. It's really,
ooh,
yeah, I love
I
it.
love Surat blushes.
I mean,
They're
I have
so
2
beautiful.
on today. Pale people like myself, I think this is very important because last year for contour, all year long, since my favorites with Sandra, I've been using the Westman Atelier Stick and Biscuit. But I got this from Rituel de Fille, and it's Intuition Inner Glow Cream Pigment, and it's just like gray. And it doesn't look muddy. It just looks like a shadow. It's so pretty. And then also, how nice would that be on your lids? You know, or just anywhere. It's so, so, so creamy. It blends really, really well. Like,
so you like that better than the Westman Atelier?
yeah, I think just because the color. Because I like Westman Atelier. I love the formula. I love the ease of the stick. I just don't really, it's still a bit too warm for me.
Got it.
I'm like one step away from the grave. So I need those cool tone colors. Like, that's all
No
that
warmth
works.
at all in the contour.
No warmth, yeah.
For complexion, I was telling you about this too because I think you will really like it as well. The CL Tint and Protect Tinted Serum. This has been such a wonderful discovery. I love everything about it. The shade match is great. I'm in the shade 4 light medium. The consistency is beautiful. It's a really nice light to medium coverage. It held up well in the summertime. It's great now in the colder seasons. It's just a really great everyday base. It's the perfect amount of everyday coverage, like that light to medium buildable. This brand has been such a hit. I think this brand launched in August of this year, and I love what they're doing. I'm excited to see what they're doing next. I think what they're doing is really great and really innovative. Did an entire video just about concealers, so I will point you in that direction if you want to hear me blab more about concealers. But the Givenchy Prism Libre concealer has been a favorite for me. Not for under the eyes though. It doesn't wear well under the eyes. It kind of like settles in my lines. I have a lot of like fine lines, and there's a lot of movement going on. So don't love this under my eyes, but I really love this all over the face. It's like really soft blurring. It's beautiful. But under the eyes, I really like the House Labs concealer. When I put this underneath my eyes and I set it with the Givenchy powder, it doesn't settle in my fine lines. It just stays put. But the only secret is that you really have to have a hydrated under eye area. If you have any dryness under there, it's going to catch and emphasize texture and it's going to look really bad. So you need to prep the under eyes, make sure they're really nice and hydrated, and then this looks really great.
My concealers have been a bit accidental. I got the Hourglass Vanish Airbrush Concealer in Creme, and I got it in the travel size, which is nice.
Love the travel size.
Yeah. The color was great, but I felt that it was a bit too stiff and drying. So then I was really curious about the Tower 28. I think the color is BH. And it's really serumy, but look at how like light that is. I put a dot of each, and it's perfect. Or sometimes if I want a bit more, so I put one dot next to each other and I blend it out with a beauty blender. But this is, I like the consistency. It's very serum-like. I like it a lot.
I have 3 blushes. These 3 have been my most used consistently throughout the year. Starting with the Merit Blush Balm in the shade Fox. I think this came out at the beginning of the year. This is a really nice, everyday, kind of like a rusty, it's slightly rusty, it's slightly pink, it's slightly brown. When I use this, because it's dewy, I don't use a highlighter and I don't even use a bronzer. This is just like a nice one and done cheek color for me. It's not the most long wearing blush in the world, but I just love this. I mean, this used to have like a bigger dome and I've almost flattened it this year. I've just been reaching for this constantly because it's so easy. The packaging is small, easy to travel with. So I really love that. And then the other blush is the CL blush, the Liquid Blush and Protect in the shade Kirsty. This is like, I was showing this to you when you came over, just like a dusty, warm, dusty rose. I really want to see them do more shades. I think they only have 4 shades in this formula, but it's beautiful. And I love the idea that it has mineral SPF in it as well, because it's nice to top up your SPF, especially in the cheek area where the sun tends to kind of hit you first. So I think that's really smart and clever. Just a really great, easy, everyday color. And then for a pop of color, the Chantecaille blush in the shade Joy has been my most used. Again, I've made a huge dent in this. This used to have like a nice like horse embellishment on it, and it's done. I think I'm about to hit pan on it. Honestly, I reach for this all the time. It layers beautifully. Like sometimes I just wear this on top of the CL or on top of the Merit Fox. It just, anytime I want to kick it up a notch, I want a little bit more brightness, I just slap this on top of whatever I'm wearing, and it just like adds the perfect little hint of pink. The formula is really, it's a powder blush, but it's not powdery at all. It's just really nice. So I've been a big fan of it. And then for bronzer, the Jones Road powder bronzer in the shade Light Tan. I've loved it so much. I really like the color. I like that it's not too warm. It's like that really pretty neutral tan. I think that out of a lot of the bronzers that I've tried, this mimics the natural tan that I would get from the sun the best. So that's why I really like it. I just feel like whenever I use it, it looks really natural on the skin. And then an honorable mention goes to this Chanel palette. This is the Eye and Cheek palette. I don't find like the formula itself to be groundbreaking by any means, but I haven't had a cheek palette in a really long time, and it's just been really versatile, especially for all the traveling that I did this year. I didn't have to pack eyeshadow, I didn't have to pack blush. On some trips, I didn't even pack bronzer because you have this little shade for some warmth. It's just been really easy. The mirror is huge, so it doubles as a travel mirror as well. So this has been a very convenient product, and I love that I can just kind of mix and match. I love mixing and matching stuff. So depending if I want to go more coral, I dip more into this. If I want more plum, I dip more into this. It's just like, it can be my...
Are they more sheer?
Yes. It's a very,
Okay,
it's like
good.
a sheer, sheer, buildable, has like a slight sheen, but not too shimmery. There is one shade in here that's like a little bit more shimmery, kind of like a highlighter shade. This is a really pretty eyeshadow shade, actually. And you can be like your own blush DJ with this. You just kind of mix and match. I usually just dip my brush into a little bit of everything, and I always end up loving the result. But I don't know, I've never really felt drawn to blush palettes until I saw that, especially because they market it as blush and eyeshadow. It's like an eye and cheek, so it ends up being really versatile for travel.
I did use the one that you got, you recommended last year, the Giorgio Armani Neo Nude in 20. I hit pan, Sandra. I'm almost hitting pan. Like, it's almost there.
That's like a holy grail favorite of mine. I love that. It's so good, isn't it?
It's
so
great.
good.
It's one of the best. Yeah, it's one of the best products, and that's why I trust you, because I mean, clearly, it's already been like 5 of your suggestions. It's been great.
No, that makes me so happy that whenever I recommend something and people love it, like that just makes my day, because that's why I do it. That color is perpetually sold out.
But also, it's a color that doesn't quite make sense with the whole collection, like with the whole rest of the colors. So that's why it's like a lone wolf. So it's very interesting. I find that, and I would have overlooked it had it not been Sandra. So, because you know, you see the others and they're pinks and they're whatever. They're like, and you're like, okay, I have this, but that's really, it is unique, I think. So I'm happy that I purchased it. I've started to like layer and mix blushes, so it really does come in handy, and I really enjoy it. But yeah, I would have never thought about it for myself, ever. So it's interesting.
2024 recommendation for everyone
DJ
watching
blushing.
Is to be your blush DJ. Stop buying new blushes. Enjoy what you have and mix.
This is, but I've mentioned this one before. Let's just start there. We can do the Dior 5 colors in 757 Dream. I have it on. I wear it at least like, it's just all matte, and I have it on today. I use it a lot. I travel with it. I don't go anywhere without it. It's very easy. Care Vice in Wisdom. This is also a really, really pretty like brown, but it's just like a nice brown that can be built up. I have 2 from Surat. Eyeshadow in Chocolate Noir. This is Chocolate Noir. You can see the pan. Yeah, it's really pretty. And then this is in, what is this one? Brun Noir. I think this was because you have the Brun in Surat. Don't you have the one color that was like sold out or discontinued?
It's like a light taupe. Yeah, brunatre.
Started looking for that. Ended up with these, but I'm happy. They're great pigments. Mob Beauty. This is like an indie brand, and I think I forgot the origins of this, but these are eyeshadows, and this one is called, what is this one? M8, and M8 is like a brown. It's just like nice. I have to find like little containers for them, but and then this one M38, or I might. This is like a purple, because sometimes I like purple. And I like how small they are. They're just very small, very nice. That's it for shadows, but I have a liner. Back to MAC Teddy. It's just my favorite. I'm using this a lot more than black now. I love it.
I remember I couldn't live without black eyeliner, and I don't think I've used black eyeliner once this year.
Well, you know, I saw a makeup artist, and I think it was either Vincent Ford on TikTok, or I also follow Terry Barber, who's a UK MAC artist, who's incredible. But when I used to wear black liner, it was so harsh, and it just looked like, and it wasn't lived in yet, so it looked just really, really harsh. So what I do is I'll just put a little bit on my waterline, and I'll take brown, like any brown shadow, and I'll just take that on a small brush and like push it in and mix it, and that's a better look. And it's from one of either Vincent Ford or Terry Barber, one of the makeup artists. But that was the best lesson I think I could have had, because sometimes you want like a more grungy look, but you don't want to, you know what I mean? But black is so harsh, especially in the wintertime when you're pale.
I think this palette was in my favorites last year, and it was limited edition last year, and then it came back this year, but still limited edition, which is a really big pet peeve of mine, because Mario, we love this palette. Please don't take it away from us, you know? This is the Ethereal Eyes palette from Makeup by Mario.
It's pretty.
And I love it so much still, but this year I've barely been touching the glitters. I've only been dipping into the mattes, and again, I've been just mixing them up. If I want more pink, I dip more into the pink. If I want more taupe, I dip more into the taupe. So this is still a big favorite. I kind of made my own Lisa Eldridge eyeshadow palette. I bought the Vega palette, but then that was a bit too cool toned for me, so I replaced 2 of the shades with 2 of her warmer shades, and this has been one of my most consistently throughout the year used eyeshadow products. Love it. But again, I've been gravitating more towards the matte shades as opposed to the shimmery shades. But her matte shades are very, there is like they're not as matte as the Makeup by Mario mattes. There's still like a little bit of sheerness, a little bit of sheen, almost like a satin situation, and they're very creamy. They're sheer, so if you want high impact, you're probably going to be disappointed in this, but I love sheer stuff. And then Merit launched eyeshadows this year, and these have been amazing. They are cream eyeshadows, but it's like a cream to powder formula, so it's quite dry, and they're very long wearing. They're all matte, and my most used have been Vachetta and Social. Social is your type of shade, for sure. You'd love this. I mix them together. I'm wearing them today. I mix them together again. I dip more into this if I want more warmth, dip more into this if I want more cool toned. I like them together better than separate. My only concern is that they're gonna dry out on me quickly because it is such a dry formula already. I'm very curious how long these will last. Can't remember if I'm assuming I bought this year because this wasn't in my favorites last year, and it would have been if I would have bought it last year. The Chanel Longwear Cream Eyeshadow in the shade Undertone. This is so good. It's like a really beautiful, neutral champagne, but it's starting to dry out. I'm having a hard time getting that pigment, so I need to try rehydrating it. I bought this like Inglot Duraline drops. This usually works on MAC paint pots, so I'm assuming it should work and help rehydrate it a little bit, but this is so beautiful. This is what I'm wearing today, just on top of the Merit shadows to give my eyelids a little bit of sheen, but it's not glittery at all. It's just like it's a soft sheen. I am a glitter girl. I love glitters, but this year I haven't been using them as much as before. I've been just more into stuff that's a little bit more toned down.
That was me for a while. I kind of got out of glitters, and then I'm with the Ismaïa French palette I've gotten back in. It's still something that I don't necessarily like run towards. I have like very small lid space and it moves. So do I want to see the glitter up there? Is it gonna look like
yeah?
So I think
she likes glitter too.
She loves glitter.
Oh, I love her so much. I love her so much. She's so cute.
She is cute. But yeah, but that Chanel's really nice. But remember the Chanel, this was maybe what, 2016? We both got the Chanel, like it was also cream. It was pinkish.
Yes, New Moon.
Yes.
New Moon.
We
bought it together at the Nordstrom counter. Do you have any lip favorites?
Yeah, I do. Speaking of Lisa, Velvet Decade is nice. It's a matte. It's one of her, what are they, the Velvet Decade is just one of the mattes. I use this pretty sheer, so you apply it with my fingertips. And then if I want to pack it on, I'll just continue to apply with my fingertips or a brush. And you can mix it, like you put a bit of balm on your lip or like finger too and use that.
That's smart.
I usually use it with the Fenty Beauty Hot Chocolate Lip Plumper.
Ooh.
It's so pretty. And again, we're all about lip plumpers now. Right now I have on Plum from MAC with Buxom. This is an OG. I remember when they used to sell these at Sephora. Now they sell them at Ulta and Target. Target's Ulta. And this is Dolly. I've used this, like, it's almost done. So this is always with me. Oh God, it's amazing. And then the red, what I like to do is I like vintage everything. So Sandra knows my obsession, but I went online and there's this like set that I found on either eBay or Etsy. And it's an old vintage set, probably from the 60s. It's a bit broken, but you can put your powder in here and use it. And so I put in Lisa Eldridge's red lipstick. I just decanted it into this. Just something a bit different. It's just like a matching set.
This is the Benefit Fluff Up Brow Wax. I love this. It gives me just the perfect amount of hold without being crusty. My brows are still soft, but it keeps them, like, you know, I brush them up. It's clear. I mean, it looks white in the package, but it doesn't leave white residue in my eyebrows, and I've just been loving this.
I have a mascara I forgot to mention.
Oh, yes, tell us.
Okay, so I loved Chanel Le Volume before and the Gucci pink tube, but they're not really working for me. I love Swede, but I was tired of I'm kind of over tubing mascaras. I don't really like the fact that I have to pull and whatever. So I did an Amazon search for mascaras with high ratings, and I came across, the brand is called Vivienne Sabo Paris, and it's called Cabaret Premier, and it's in one, which is black. It has like I don't know if you can see that, but anyways, tapered plastic, but I like it. I have it on today. I still have to curl my lashes, but I do like this. It's a good price. It's maybe 10 or 13 bucks as opposed to $30. And it doesn't, for me, it doesn't transfer. I have it on my lower lashes as well. There's no transfer.
Oh, I need to try that. I've been having mascara struggles this year. I feel like nothing holds my curl, or they're like really hard to remove, and then my eyelashes fall out when I'm trying to remove it.
I do need to say it, but your body just changes wildly in your 30s, and so I'm waiting for the next wild change, but for now everything's like on a good coast, so I'm just gonna do it. And I think that's the thing too. It's like just realizing that you can't beat your body. You can't, so might as well just embrace what it's doing.
I feel like the one lip liner that I bought this year, and it's like stayed a consistent favorite throughout the year, has been Chanel Nude Brown. I'm like halfway through it already. It's just a really nice nudish kind of brown. It's shade 162. Really easy to just throw on. It's not as long lasting as Dior lip liners or the Pat McGrath lip liners or Lisa Eldridge lip liners. I feel like those three formulas are like very, very budge proof. This isn't as long wearing as that, but I don't care. I love it. And then I bought this Chanel gloss at the beginning of the year too, the Rouge Coco gloss in shade 722, and I really love this. I forgot how nice Chanel glosses were, and they're so chic and sleek. It's just like feels so nice putting them on. It's just a really good nude. It's slightly cool toned. And then this has been amazing. This is the Make Beauty Serum Balm Intense. This is like a liquid lip balm, essentially. It's super moisturizing. This is in the shade Anti-Gravity, which is like a warm, just like a warm brown. It kind of matches the Merit blush color. It's kind of the same vibe. This is just a really easy thing. I just keep this in my handbag because it gives me color, moisture, and shine, and it's really quick to apply throughout the day. I don't really need a mirror or anything. I don't need a lip liner with it. So whenever I just kind of want my lip color to be refreshed, I reach for this. And then I really like the Rhode. Shout out to Hailey Bieber. The Rhode Peptide Lip Treatment. Really like these. So this was one of the limited edition flavors that they did. It was called Strawberry Glaze. It smells like a strawberry glazed donut. So it's just like a really fun, clear lip balm with high shine. That's like nice to apply throughout the day. Although some people say that the formula gets gritty over time. I haven't experienced that, but that's something to keep in mind, that there seems to be some like inconsistency with the formula, which is kind of a bummer. I feel like everyone is coming out with lip oils, jelly lip balms, tinted lip balms. There have been so many launches this year. So I'm all about it because I think it's a lip formula that is just so easy to throw on. I love shine, I love hydration, love a little bit of color. So there's a formula out there for you because basically everybody's making them now. So
yeah, I think it's
nice
good with the companies because the youth is a bit more casual, and they're still young. Like they're not going to be in like full on. It's not 2016 anymore. You know, they're not going to be in like full on liquid lip matte stuff. So
we dried out our lips in 2016, so they can run around with their little hydrating lip oils now. Any other random faves?
Yes, I have a few body things. I know I've spoken about routine deodorant before. I've been using this consistently 3 or 4 years. Every time I try to use traditional deodorant, I have like a reaction on my skin. So, and it hurts. It like burns. I get like dermatitis. It's not fun. This is nice. I have the Santa Maria Novella dermal oil, and it comes in like a Miligrano scent. This is my second bottle. I love it, and I like that it comes in glass now. Just use it right after the shower. I don't have it in the shower with me. I just have it out. And then I put that on top of my lotion, or sometimes I just leave it on by itself at night. But it's their Miligrano scent. I don't know if anybody's familiar with it, but it just smells fresh, and it's not sweet. It's a bit savory, and it has like the scent of oil that comes through. Like, you know how olive oil smells? It has that smell, which I really, really love. I have a soap. It's a German soap. There's this place called Merz Apothecary in Chicago. There's 2 locations, one closed. But I discovered this Speck. I don't speak German, so I'm not gonna try it. But instead of body washes, I wash with soap again. But I love it. I feel clean. It feels great. It's a really nice piney scent. Like, it just smells fresh. It's a clean, fresh scent. I'm an old lady now. That's what I use. Soap and washcloth. What about you?
Kicking it old school. I have 2 random favorites. The first is OPI Repair Mode. This is like a nail serum that I think this came out this year, and I love it. I have to be consistent with it because if I'm not, my nails go back to being trash again. Right now I just cut them short and I'm about to start another round of treatment. You can use this in a multitude of ways. It's really lightweight. You don't really feel it on the nails. It dries quickly. You can use this. I think they recommend when you first buy it to use it every day, twice a day, I think for 10 days or 2 weeks or something like that. But I really like it, and I notice a difference in my nails when I am consistent with it. And then another favorite this year has been the Crown Affair Finishing Gel. This is a hair gel. I love this so much. I don't know, I've had a hard time finding a hair gel that I like because a lot of them are too crunchy. This one isn't. It's actually like it tames the hair. I can do a slick back bun and I don't get any frizz, but I can brush it out at the end of the day. So it's like a water-based gel. It smells really, really good. If you like the scent of Oribe products, it's that type of scent family. Just really fresh and woodsy. I love this. Like Michael loves it, so we both use it, and it's just been great. Stopped using dry shampoo, and instead of using dry shampoo when my hair is greasy, I just do a slick pony or braid, and I use a little bit of hair gel, and that's how I deal with like day 3 hair before I feel like washing it. So it's been a good find.
I've been using dry shampoos less. I have just like one on hand just in case.
Yeah, same.
And also I don't think it was really healthy for my hair and my scalp anyways.
It's not.
I got this from, I think it was Violet Grey. It was Acton Acre. And it's just kind of like a hair comb that I like to just kind of like run through my, any kind of scalp stimulation is really good. This is nice because it's not your fingers. And I have one of those scrubby things in the shower.
There are a lot of products now that cater to scalp health, which is interesting because I feel like this wasn't really a thing 5 years ago.
We had no idea.
No.
And I mean, I think it's through the internet and then more people being open about their scalp journey and health and getting hair transplants. So I think we're just more open as a society, which can be really good and educational. It's nice to have options, and it's nice that we're just in it together, I guess.
That's right.
Like we're all just figuring it out as we go along. But yeah, I think
that's it.
Other than that, I think that's it. Yeah, that's it for me.
Yeah, same. We've
I feel like this was a lot for me this year.
We did it.
That's it for us.
We did it. Today is actually, we're filming this on New Year's Eve, so Happy New Year to everyone. Yes. And
Happy New Year. I say this every year, but I really can't believe it's like another year gone and then it's going to be 10 years next year. That's insane.
This holiday season has just flown by.
Look at her shaved
Our
belly.
warrior.
She's so good. She has to go in for chemo again this week, but she'll do great.
She's our little strong kitty.
She is. She's stronger than me.
I love her so much.
She's been sleeping in my lap. Yeah. So Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Lots of health and
Year.
happiness and love to everybody. And we will see you next year. Bye.
Bye.